Discussion continues along the path of making Grenada a climate-resilient country. On Thursday, private sector representatives were brought up to speed on their involvement in achieving this goal and the opportunities available through the Green Climate Fund's financial instruments. Titus Antwine, head of the Department of Economic and Technical Cooperation within the Ministry of Finance, explains what the one-day workshop entailed.
Right, so today we are initiating some interaction with the private sector, specifically targeting the private sector today in respect to climate finance and how we mobilize climate finance to take our climate action in respect to adaptation as well as mitigation.
Following this workshop, Antwine says a proposal will be forwarded to the Green Climate Fund. However, there is a process it must first go through.
So we have a proposal that is going towards the Green Climate Fund now. We're partnering with the GDB in terms of engaging the private sector in Grenada here. So that proposal will be examined. There's still room for input and reshaping that proposal. So the proposal is there, the draft is there, but there's room for the private sector now to refine and reshape the proposal to make sure the elements that are in there is worthwhile and what they can benefit from once it's approved. So once they are fully sensitized, we expect also to understand the parameters in terms of who can access, how it can access, how they can partner with the government to access, and in terms of what that resources can do, what that resources can mean for their business, in terms of how they adapt and how they mitigate in the face of climate change.
Antwine further explained what is enshrined in the proposal document.
Right, so the first step is readiness. So how do we get ready to access the big investments? So we first must know what are the financing instruments that are available in the Green Climate Fund. What will the private sector have to do? Who could access? We learn about the different agencies, whether it be the accredited agency, whether it be the National Designated Authority, etc. The different players that are involved in accessing the resources. So the readiness proposal that we have on the table now, will refine that and help the private sector locally to identify the priorities and see what is best suited for a fund like this, because every fund have different themes and will fund different things. So we're looking specifically at the Green Climate Fund now and what the private sector can put forward that will give it the best chance to access resources from the Green Climate Fund.
Grenada, like its Caribbean neighbors, are experiencing the negative impacts of climate change, including warmer temperatures, rising sea levels, and more frequent and severe extreme weather events such as hurricanes, storms, flooding, and droughts. Citing the effects these events can have on the environment, infrastructure development to Grenada's key economic sector, such as agriculture and tourism, discussions like these are said to be necessary at this time. Chrislina John, GBN News.